What's up? I'm Nick Cato.
Walter Bowley.
Maddie Like a Cable Family.
And PlayStation Nation, this is our review slash reaction to PlayStation Experience 2015, the press conference. So, basically we're just going to go through and using Jared Petty from IGN's every big trailer and announcement from the conference. So we're just going to go down, we're obviously going to glance over some things that we don't care about that much and talk about the things we do care about. So, don't worry. I'm sorry if you care about something that we don't give a shit about. We're sorry.
But let us know if you care and we'll look into it more.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe. But
that wasn't very promising.
Yeah. So
Well, I will.
Matt will. So I guess before we jump into it, what was your thoughts on it?
I mean, like, it definitely lacked the steam that last year's PSX had.
Yeah,
last year's PSX was like, R.I.P. Microsoft, R.I.P. Nintendo, Sony's coming in, King of the World, 2015. This conference ended more like, all right.
Yeah, I was so shocked. No new first-party games in a year that they did not release a single first-party game exclusive. Nothing. So E3 better be like, here's what all of our studios are doing here. Not even one. Like, I blew my mind. Like,
well,
they had good announcements too, but from what everyone was expecting, everyone was on Twitter was like, God of War. What's Ben doing? It's like what?
See, this is the thing that I'm starting to feel like now there might be too many events and things like that, like conventions and all that, because now if you really go down the line, you just look at all these. I mean, they got the Paris game, they got all the Gamescom, all that shit, and now it's like they're probably pressing at these people like, give us something, give us something, give us something, and now it's just like, I think honestly, get rid of a couple.
Those ones aren't going to. Walt asked me this question today. He texted it to me. PSX isn't about the conference. PSX is about all the hardcore PlayStation fans. This is public. It's about all the hardcore PlayStation fans getting in one place, being able to walk the show floor and try all these things. Like, they can play PlayStation VR. They can play all these demos. It's good for them because they need people to play VR.
E3 as well.
No, E3's not.
Yeah, there's not.
No, there's a part where they have like all the stages.
Okay, but this is like
it's game journalists playing them though. It's not like walking in
people.
And playing them.
This is 100% for the PlayStation fan base to come out, play the games, feel like they're part of something bigger, and they just like, hey, we'll have a little conference too.
Yeah, they don't make it little. They made it an event.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Now that I'm looking at it, they set it up wrong. Like, they started out too bad. Like, they spread out the big announcements. It wouldn't have been as bad. But there's like 5 games in here that I'm excited, like really excited about. And I was sitting there, I was like, and was I expecting? It's only because they were so light on first party this year. Nothing. And no one knows what any one of them are doing. And we all expected it. And I feel like we shouldn't have.
We overhyped it.
Well, because, last year, like I said, people were saying RIP all these people. It looked like PlayStation was going to dominate the years to come. Then Xbox started fixing some of its mistakes, and now PS4 is still winning in sales, but a lot of people can look at both systems and say, you can't definitively tell me the PS4 has a way better lineup to play than the Xbox.
It doesn't. Xbox
you simply can't.
See, that's exactly how I went through.
So that happened. Like, PSX had their hype moment in 2014. We came down from it. And then, Xbox came in and said, hey, look what Xbox has got. We're looking pretty good over here. So there's like, okay, PSX is going to do it again. They're going to come in and they're going to say, throw your Xboxes in the garbage because the PS4 is coming out.
This is do or die, though, because Xbox, they've unloaded all their stuff. They've showed all their games.
That you think that may be their ploy.
They unloaded.
How do you know what their E3 is?
Yeah, we don't know what their E3 is.
But the thing is, before you go on, because I want to elaborate on him first, is that's how I was going in. Like, when I was sitting there, I was they first come out with Uncharted, dialogue decisions, and then they showed Final Fantasy.
Don't ruin stuff. We're going to talk about.
Fine, whatever. No, I mean, Final Fantasy, they said that, and then it was like, there was some good stuff. But it was like, so Xbox is still looking better next year than you. That's how I look at it.
But this is why, to me, Xbox must be like, God damn it. Because you can say what you want, they've unloaded all their stuff. They showed you every big game they're releasing next year. We know what they are.
Maybe.
Unless it's a surprise.
You might be right.
PS4 is still outselling them. They outsold them last month. It's like, and they beat them on Black Friday with nothing, with a remake of Uncharted. And here's the other thing, like, I don't know, man. If they don't outsell them in December or November,
but that just goes into the, and this is one of the big things that I don't like about the gaming culture now, is that more people want to see exclusives to old games. Well, besides Gears, that's already been done. Halo's already been done. It's like now they got new IPs that are coming out. Crackdown, I'm not even going to say it's like a big seller for them. I'm just saying it's like you got your followings for it.
But I'm just saying,
but the thing I'm trying to say is, it's like now they're going into it. It's like, okay, are we 100% sure Quantum Break's going to be a Halo? Are we sure that this game's going to do it? Are we sure Crackdown's going to be so good it's going to beat out, whatever sandbox game? Are you sure it's going to be better than Infamous?
Yeah, this is what
So it's like things like that.
This is what I'm nervous for Xbox, because I'm not ashamed to say I'm PlayStation first, but I love my Xbox. And I love my Wii U stuff too. But from this press conference, if I was Xbox, I'd be a little worried if they don't outsell them, because, like they said, they've already shown their hand. Like, they've showed every big game they're releasing for every month.
Microsoft isn't worried about outselling PlayStation.
No, I know. They're doing amazing, too.
So that's all they care about. Are they making profit?
PS4's on, historic pace, and they're, almost historic.
Yeah, they're making money.
There is, but at E3, with all these first parties, PlayStation is set up to be able to, slaughter them if they want to. Or they could be like, no, we're not working on everything.
I would be surprised if, I'm sure there's still more pro Xbox, pro PlayStation 4,
of course.
But majority rules, the common thing is now I'm sure most people have multi-systems.
Yeah.
Triple systems, honestly, with the, I'm sure people still have Wii U. But, that's the thing, it's some of these guys will defend it, but it's most of them already own Xbox and PS4, like we both, all of us do. So it's I see, for me, me looking in this mindset, it's I don't really care who does better. It's just give me the game I want to see. I don't care.
Well,
quality-wise, now when it comes to hardware, that's a different story. Then there's things I look at was Xbox kills it on freaking PS4 when it comes to online. It was well, then 1080p plus you never go wrong with looking good on PS4 compared to Xbox, things like that. But all in all, it's I don't really care. I'm not real. I say I'm PlayStation Nation first because I bought every system for PlayStation. So it's I can't say I'm not.
That is, all right, that's huge. All right.
Right now I'm playing Xbox.
All right, well, this is huge. So I'll save that.
Okay.
I'll say that. It's going to shock you. Hold on.
But anyways, this is PlayStation, so we gotta talk about PlayStation. So let's get on PlayStation.
This is going to make you very salty, though, man.
Me?
Yes, I'm salty.
I don't know if you'll be salty.
I'm salty.
I don't know if it's a salt-worthy thing.
Is it about Final Fantasy?
Yes.
All right.
Is it about 10 or 7?
7.
Or 15 or 7.
So we'll get to that. All right.
Is it about being really long time before it comes out?
No, but all right. You know what?
All right. Are they just saying they're only 10% done?
No. All right.
Oh, God. Just say it.
Final Fantasy VII Remake will be a multi-part series released episodically, each with its own unique experience.
Instead of a game.
Square Enix has announced Final Fantasy VII Remake will be released in multiple parts. According to Square, Final Fantasy VII will be told across a multi-part series with each entry providing its own unique experience.
Please tell me they're $60 a piece.
No additional details were provided, including any kind of price or release timing for Part 1.
Pros, you'll probably get Part 1 sooner than you think.
But it's okay.
Cons, you will never get the full series.
But it's okay. Let's talk about. We'll get to Final Fantasy VII.
Matt can't decide if he's
I'm processing.
I'm trying to picture this, and it's I don't know. Yeah, no.
All right, let's open up. What was the premiere?
They opened with Uncharted. They first opened with this weird video. It was pretty cool, but whatever. Uncharted 4.
Of course. What else are they gonna do?
Nathan Drake is in his office. Someone's knocking on his door. He's stamping some paperwork. He's like, we're closed. He keeps knocking. He's like, we're closed.
Where does he work?
I don't know. But he opens the door, and voila, his older brother Sam who he thought was dead.
Damn it, Sam!
He was apparently rotting in prison. He got away, and Sam's like, and they hug, and he's like, "Whoa, bro."
He didn't get away. He got put in prison.
I know. That's it. He got away from prison. Like, he escaped, so
Oh,
I'm guessing.
so
he was rotting in prison, he got shot. Nathan's like, "I thought you were dead. I searched everywhere, blah, blah, blah." Then he's like, "Tell me about you, Nate. What happened? What did I miss?" And they walk outside, because Nate was about to pass out. Because the shock of his brother being alive. And they sit on a bench, and voila, dialogue options appear. You can tell them what happened in Uncharted 1, 2, or 3. And they talk about it. So there's dialogue options.
Pretty much choose your favorite game.
Yeah, there's dialogue options in Uncharted now, which is huge.
Is that really huge though?
What? Dialogue
Dialogue
options?
options in Uncharted.
It's not huge,
I think
but
it's
a
like
big thing.
I think it's
More
to see it in an action game like that is to just and then I think it's really wanting to like I don't know if I really appreciate because I like how they already portray Nate.
Right.
I don't need to tell what Nate needs to say because I already know what he's like. I don't want to be told. Like now, if you told me this in Uncharted 1, this is what I'm doing. I'd be like, okay. But now it's like, am I hating it?
I don't mind it.
It's like whatever. It's whatever.
As long as the dialogue options aren't like crazy, because that's like, what game do you want to hear Nate talk about?
Yeah.
Like,
Trick question.
Okay,
and I think in the thing, it sounded like he talked about all of it. So maybe it's just like click all of them, whatever word you want or something. I don't know.
Well, see, that's pointless. Like,
Well, maybe for
why not
this
just
app,
write the
I don't
scene
know.
out in the best
Yeah,
way
I
for the
don't
viewer to hear it? But so if that's the case, then because dialogue options can be really fun, and they can be kind of just weird. And I think
Yep.
Fallout 4 falls under the weird category
Yep.
because it's very inconsistent. One, what you think that you're getting when you click one. Like it's like I click no, like it's just no, go screw yourself.
That's why
That's
someone.
not what I was trying to say.
That's why someone made a mod on PC that actually writes what exactly what your character is going to say.
And then,
I wish they would do
and
that.
then when the guy is mad that I told him to go screw himself, I can I should hit yes, and I hit yes. Glad to help.
Yeah, but.
That wasn't very consistent. That just seemed weird. And
But
like,
with the
it didn't help.
world, but with the again with the era we are with gaming is I think of all big things is people want to immerse themselves in the game and be involved with them whatever way it is. So they want dialogue. They feel I'm sure Naughty Dog was like, this is what people want. Look at Mass Effect and look at all that stuff. And obviously, it's not compared to Witcher and freaking Mass Effect. I'll just use those two since they're relevant. I mean, as far as morality and all that kind of stuff, because those two obviously shit on this. But it's just a stupid way I feel like they want to make them feel like, oh, well, here's your version.
Uncharted, the way I understand it, because, discretion, I did not play really any Uncharted. I played parts of ones just trying to friends' places. But it's action movie, the game. Is Uncharted, right?
Yeah.
Is that a fair way to describe it? Action
like a
movie, the game. So that takes you out of the movie. Like, them sitting awkwardly while you pick what to say.
Again, I'm not going to knock it because Naughty Dog, they've done like everything right. So
That would have been a better
So
game
it's
to
okay.
do it with would have been Last of Us. A decision-based game.
Okay, here's the go. It's fixing a problem that you don't have.
Yeah. Like I said, would I do without it? If I was me, yeah.
people like
Do I mind it? No. I mean, it's not a big deal, whatever, I'll tell them. As long as it stays to Nate's, what he is and what he's all about, then I'm fine. As long as I don't say something like, oh, you make Nate look like an asshole right here, or you can make him look like a holy guy.
I don't think it is.
So as long as they don't do that, I'm fine.
That would be
They're smart enough. They're not going to do that.
It's like
no morality.
you can be Nate like this, or Nate like this.
I think what it is it's going to be like, what smart ass thing do you want to say that Nate would say? You could choose.
Yeah, exactly.
Like an example, like his brother comes back. Oh my God, you're alive! Hey, bro, what took you so long? Or something.
That's not gonna
yeah, like that would just.
That would
They're
be
not
dumb.
They're not.
As long as they keep it like maybe it's just when you do decisions and stuff that like say what you thought about a certain game. Like maybe that whole idea they were trying to show is like maybe at this time you could tell them about a time you did this or like because remember when Nate and them always talk, they're always talking about reminiscing on old times.
So, you
so
can
maybe
choose.
that's probably what if they do something like that and they make it brief and it's nothing crazy, that's fine. I
That's
mean,
what they've shown that it
kind
does.
of like I said, showing like, oh well, you could talk about whatever game you want.
The other
Like,
thing.
remember Sully when we did this in the second game?
Let's not talk about how fucking good that game looks too. My God, the graphics are fucking good.
I played the beta so far. It was
you played the beta?
Yeah,
multiplayer.
I got the multiplayer beta.
Was that recently?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just it's good. Like multiplayer, whatever. I mean, I might fuck around with it like a week or two. That's how I've always been. But it's fun. It's very arcadey. Very arcadey. It's like like you can
Probably
just throw grenades, make loadouts, all that kind of stuff. You could get like the one of the cursed treasures to like throw down, and it like shoots these souls out, and they start attacking people. You could get like heavy trooper guys to like come out with turrets and like just mow down people, or snipers. Build like you just all gotta find treasure and spend money, and you get like little perks and stuff. It's cool.
Completely honest, I'm not even gonna play more than maybe like 2 matches of multiplayer when I get the game. This is a single player experience for me.
But like I said, it's like
it's fun.
I think it's a lot better than most of those people who just put a multiplayer game in it.
Right.
Because Naughty Dog, one thing I'll give them credit for is they don't go into anything half-assed. Whenever you play that, it's like that's an Uncharted experience you're gonna get for a multiplayer game. You're not gonna get any better, whether you like it or not. Like Nick, that's your own opinion. But
I'm sure it's fun.
It's fun. It's what it is. That's as good as you're gonna get for Uncharted. Think Assassin's Creed with guns. That's pretty much the multiplayer.
Except it actually moves properly.
Never mind. The multiplayer I'm talking about.
Alright, so moving on from
moving on. The next big thing, which I've made up my mind about the episodic thing.
Okay.
I like it because it's Square Enix, and that means we're going to get our hands on the game faster, and it will give them more time. And like we're going to get it faster because of this, and I'm okay with that. And it's not going to take up like days of time. But anyway,
just as long as they connect my cloud that I did in part 1 and make him go to my that cloud level, whatever I did.
It's gonna be like every other episodic game, like your saves connect.
Yeah, but there's never an episodic game where your level progression, where you level up, and that's what an RPG is all about.
100% sure that they can do that.
But the question is, if I play part 1 and I grind for 4 months and I make my guy level 99, will he be a 99 in part 2?
Alright, maybe, but here's my question. Here's my reaction.
Anyway, it's just a Telltale game.
Before we do this, number 1, they went on and they don't have nothing on their fucking plate. So but Final Fantasy VII Remake gameplay debut, called it, told you, looks fucking amazing. And this is the thing, this is the vibe. Now I'm starting to feel more and more like I'm right about this, because me and James were talking about this. So hear me out. Like it's gonna be a little bit. But anyway, they showed me.
I'll hear you out.
All right, hear me out first. Everyone, hear me out.
Hear him out.
I'm hearing you out.
When I saw this gameplay, it's like third person.
Right.
It looks like Kingdom Hearts combat. And I was talking to James on the phone because he bought the regular Final Fantasy VII today, and I was sitting there. I was like, "Man, this looks so cool. The Buster Sword looks so cool." I was like, but you swap out for a spiked bat like a couple hours into the game, running around with your back. What if with this episodic thing, you don't level up? You just play, and you go through the thing, and maybe you level up your stats a little bit, but you don't get any equipment because Cloud is supposed to use his Buster Sword the whole time. Cloud's supposed to be wearing the same thing all the time. So what I think of this, especially with the Kingdom Hearts fighting and stuff, I really think that you're not going to pick up items or anything like that. You're just going to pick up materia to make your swords be able to do different abilities than your like magic slot. So I don't think there's going to be like as in depth as an RPG.
The thing that they're going to do is probably what they did with Final Fantasy Crisis Core, which they made Zach use the Buster Sword the entire time. They put like enhancements on.
That's what I told James.
Like it's going to be like you like modify and upgrade the Buster Sword, or they might just do where you get a sword but you're still using the Buster Sword, and they just like an improvement. But they're going to keep equipment. That's Final Fantasy. I mean, you can't take away the whole scheming of the game is getting better equipment to improve your character.
Yeah, but
that's what it's about.
Looks like Kingdom Hearts, and I can't deny it. Got me a little bit. I was watching it and I was like,
Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy?
It looks like Kingdom Hearts fighting.
Oh, I thought you
I'm not gonna lie, I saw it and I was like, I'm on. I'm all in. When I saw Cloud dashing across, I was like, I'm in. This looks fucking amazing.
I'm on the same boat I am with Final Fantasy 15. Like you look pretty showing it to me like this, but don't Battlefront me or Battlefield me. Don't be like, this is so great, and then it's like I'm not doing this when I'm playing, or it's like I don't want to fly all the way over here and then I'm not hitting him. find some sort of targeting system you have for it to where it's
Kingdom
like
Hearts.
if they like.
There you go.
Okay, but like the thing I'm trying to say is like I played Final Fantasy 15, and when I did that was my only gripe with that game was
the combat.
The combat wasn't fluid. It wasn't crisp. Go to freaking Ninja Theory and go to Devil May Cry 3. Go to Devil May Cry and talk to them about hack and slash. They'll tell you the right way.
Don't do that.
Yes, do that because he doesn't know what he's talking about. That game
I'm not
has
talking about that.
great
I'm talking
combat
about that combat scheme doesn't fit this game with the menu system. Like
what are you
it
talking
has
about?
Like the menu system. That's what this isn't an arcade.
That's not what I'm talking about.
This isn't an arcade.
I'm talking about like targeting, using your weapons, being able to get to them, and all that stuff. Yeah, but Kingdom Hearts has also been 12 years ago. Devil May Cry has only been a couple years ago.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't want to be like tapping X 1 2 half a second.
Not what I'm talking. I didn't say anything about like targeting system like that. I'm talking about the targeting system.
Kingdom Hearts targeting system is fine, as long as they make it to where you can easily change between it. Like Kingdom Hearts, you like hold down.
Whatever. As long as the targeting system's fine for me, that's all that matters. As long as it's not like crazy, because I think they think flashy first, quality second.
It looks quite good to me.
The game looks very pretty. I don't have any real experience with Final Fantasy, save for.
Didn't you say you tried 7?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I tried 7. I don't know that I think I beat it, but I mean, I think Cloud looks a little goofy. I've told you guys about that. Like, I mean, you guys come up with justifications or whatever, but fuck, he looks goofy. Like,
I've never catered. I just think he looks like I don't care.
I mean, and like other things I've seen him in the Smash Bros, like in the Cloud for Smash Bros trailer, he looked cool. And other things I've seen him in, like even the old Final Fantasy 7 cutscenes, I was like, okay, it looks cool. You know, he didn't make a huge impression on me, but I just think it was kind of goofy in this, just because it looks like I could do this to his wrists with how skinny he is. I know, blah, blah, blah.
I'm saying that's like every JRPG.
And just this, for some reason, it stands out to me way more in this than I paid to.
I think it looks cool.
Especially when he stood next to the black guy with the gun on his arm.
Yeah,
like,
I had to give him shades.
He looks like Mr. T.
Like, when he stood next to him and it was like, his hand was like bigger than his head, and I was like, yeah, you are...
Well, I don't know.
See, the thing, this is my theory on it, and it's a quick theory, without really giving any spoilers away. Cloud, I think, looks sickening because it goes with having children and what happened to him. That shit that was inside of him is fucking him up. Mm-hmm. And because of that, sorry if I spit on you. Because of that, he looks sickening. Like, even in his face, he looks sickening.
This has nothing to do with Advent Children, though.
What?
The game?
No, Avid Children, like what was going on with Cloud, what he had.
Yeah, but are you talking about for the game?
Yeah, in this game.
That's after Final Fantasy 7.
Oh my god, Nick, listen to me. He's sick. Like, he's gonna get sick. The thing is killing him inside, even then.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's happening.
And that's the case, I'll accept that. They're like,
but
he's sick because he's sickly.
That's my theory. I could be dead wrong, and maybe he's healthy as shit right that time.
Dante is skinny.
Well, I'll say this. Cloud has always been like that. Even in, like, everything I've ever seen. He's just a skinny character. That's like that's the funny thing. Skinny character, huge sword. He's really strong.
The new Devil May Cry's Dante is skinny. This guy is sticks. Like,
but that's what he's supposed to look like. That's what he looks like.
He has that kind of look.
It doesn't matter. I think he looks cool.
Like,
but
he just looks goofy.
Anyway, it looks amazing. I'm actually bold prediction here because of this episodic thing. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1 comes out November next year. Bold prediction.
That's too late.
Is it? Because if Part 1 is, I'm guessing you're only going to play it for a few hours. It looks like it's pretty good.
You have to understand, it's not like they have to create a story for this game.
That's why I'm saying late 2016.
Oh, I thought you said 2017.
No, 2016. Next year. Okay.
Sorry. But that's a reasonable date. I don't know. The only thing I'm nervous about is now that Square Enix, I don't even know where you're at. Like, I just don't understand where you're at. You got too many big games coming out. It's like, I don't even know what they
Just Cause 3 is barely playable on consoles.
And it got a good review. That's
now it got a 5.9.
It got a good review on Xbox 360.
Yeah, and PC. And stuff. But on Xbox One and PS4 on IGN, a 5.9.
Well, Tomb Raider was, I'd say, critically was a success. Which, by the way, I'm playing the first one and it's awesome. But anyways, other thing is, it's like, the biggest thing that they got to do, and will tell Final Fantasy VII to shove it for right now. I know I'm saying this. don't take any hype away from 15 for what the fuck you guys are doing with this shit. Don't take away
I've already forgotten about it.
I've already did. All I needed to do was show this trailer.
Okay, well fine. At least make 16 about Final Fantasy 15.
16? What?
2016.
Oh, okay.
Make it about that. Make it to where this is the focus of Square Enix. Because as much as you press the emergency button, you got Kingdom Hearts coming up next. And you're just totally showering stuff with like Cloud going to Smash. You're probably going to add him to freaking Mortal Kombat too.
Look, the fanboys couldn't handle Cloud in that world. They don't want to see Cloud get beaten to death with his own spine. They can't handle it. But here's the thing. Cloud and Smash Bros. Final Fantasy VII Remake on NX?
Absolutely.
Maybe.
Absolutely. For sure.
I can see it.
That's why.
I can see them saying that. I can see that being a great business plan because you do that, it's like, we'll put you in Smash, give you all more money.
Prediction. I'm sorry, I cut you off, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Good. Alright, bold prediction, because NX is coming out in November next year too. Final Fantasy VII Episode 1 launch game for NX. Bolstering that.
Why? I mean, you think Nintendo's taking Viagra right now to get their...
They're ready. You heard Reggie, like that speech of the VGAs was like fuck you. Like, we know what we're doing, bitch.
Alright.
But anyway.
Before we don't dwell on this anymore, last thing about this episode stuff. What time frames do you think it'd be from part 1 to part 2 or
like
episode
every
1?
other episodic thing, I'm guessing a few months, like 4 or 5 months in between.
That's quite long.
Well, it depends
So you're
on how
saying
long
it's going to take about 2 to 3 years for it to finish?
No, I got it. Maybe not that much. I got to think. Like you played episodic games. Like how long is it?
This is not.
I've always usually played them in bursts.
I don't know.
I've never played them really.
Well,
I'm guessing a few months in between each one.
And then, I mean, how many parts, you think? 7 parts?
I'd say 3, kind of make an homage to the discs. Like, that would be a good thing, because there was 3 discs. Make the first one, all the way for the first disc, which was, spoilers, I guess, Aerith's death. Then it goes to 2, which goes into all the way till you get to the very end of the game. And then you fight Sephiroth.
If there's only 3 parts, you're not getting it in November. That's too much game. That's too much game to make.
Like, dude, again, it's not hard to make a game that's already got its story, characters, and everything laid out.
It looks like they got the combat system.
Yeah, you already
They've got a demo of the combat system.
Yeah. I mean, like, how long was it when they announced it? They announced it at E3. Yeah. E3 was in what, July? Or June?
Something like that. I don't remember.
July, August, September, December. So 4 months, they already pretty much showed you literally like the first section of the game in Midgard before you go off. Like they showed you the first mission. They showed you bombing mission.
Okay.
And so that was pretty good. It's like pretty much already had that laid out. And like I'm sure they could probably get through Midgard, which would be, if they really make it episodes, like long episodes, I could see Midgard being 1 season.
But again, I don't think it'll be 3 though. I think it'll be like 5 or something like that. But
I'd rather it be 3. I'd rather them take longer.
We'll see what happens.
That than do like 2
so
hours a game.
They'll do something.
Like
Final
a lot of
Fantasy
people
VII.
are focusing too much on something that's not in the immediate future.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake looks good. Episodic, it's cool. So we'll move on. Next, they announced the Call of Duty World League trailer. It's broken up into like the Pro League and the Challenger League and all this stuff. And there's going to be like $3 million prizes. And PlayStation is the presenting partner, so everyone will be playing in 2016. And they announced the Awakening map pack. It's coming in 2016. Cool. Good job.
Third-party stuff.
Then I didn't say that they showed some Star Battlefront coolest kills, whatever.
Oh, those were awesome.
It was cool kills. It
When
was.
Vader did throw the lightsaber into the X-wing, that was clutch.
Yeah.
Then next, Randy Pitchford came out, CEO of Gearbox, revealed a new character for Battleborn, Toby.
Looked fun.
PS4 exclusive character.
Very
Paranormal
comical.
Activity Toby?
No, he's literally a little penguin in a giant mecha suit, and he just talks shit. It was pretty funny.
Is he? Oh my God! Is it the Penguins?
That makes sense.
Well, this guy would have been on their team because he was doing
I
work.
don't know. That's a pretty hard vet right there.
And Battleborn was there. It looks fine. I'm not gonna play it. To be completely honest, I'm not
Is
gonna
it a
play
MOBA?
No.
Battleborn?
No, it's like
Battleborn's like an arena shooter.
Is it like Team
Team
Fortress?
Fortress 2.
Okay, I know that one.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
But then, well, you can go more in depth in this. Here's the third game I'm excited about. I said there's like 5 or 6 games I'm excited about. Capcom Yoshiniro Uno took the stage in ring-boxing gloves, and they revealed a new character, Fang. It's spelled F. Period A. Period N. Period G. Fong. And they announced the 6 additional characters are coming out. Alex, Guile, Balrog, Ibuki, Juri, and Yurine are coming over the next year.
The thing I want to say first, and it's short, is I would love to work for that guy. I would love to work for him.
Yeah, they were during the Capcom Cup today. They were showing them like everyone's like dressed as like Street Fighter characters at work and stuff like that.
That would be such a fun environment.
So as far as Fong goes, basically with like looking at his trailer and seeing other pros' reactions to him, his entry line kind of speaks a lot to his character. He says, 2 minutes. I will defeat you in 2 minutes. Which is the length of a round in Street Fighter, in case people don't know. It's 2 minutes. So his strategy is ducking and diving and poisoning, and basically he is going to lame you out. That is Fong. Like, in 2 minutes, you will be dead, or you will lose and be defeated. Because he is going to poison you, he's going to dodge your projectiles, he's going to dodge your hits, he's going to counter you, and you're going to be mad and salty, and he's going to win.
Not gonna lie.
I liked it. He was so goofy that it wasn't like, oh, this character's just stupid.
Second lamest character in the game behind Birdie.
Absolutely not. This guy's awesome.
Birdie is awesome.
No. Birdie
but
I like
what I got out of him was like, he's not a fighter is what I got out of him. He's a coward and a sneak and a spy.
He looks like a weasel.
But yeah, he's a weasel, he's a viper, he's a poison guy. So that's what he's going to be doing to people. He's going to be poisoning you, slinking through your attacks, and doing light damage the whole time.
I think they finally found their troll character.
He might, Jan is the troll character. His super move in Street Fighter 4 was a taunt. So, I mean, he is that.
That's when you say you suck.
No, you can use the taunt in a combo.
What?
The thing that uses all 4 of your meter, you can use in a combo. And it's just a taunt.
But Street Fighter 5 looks really good.
And the game looks really good. Fong, I mean, he looks like a weird character. I'm more interested in how he plays. That's really all I care about. Character design, I mean, he looked like a weird character design, but that's cool. I'm more interested in how he plays. So
he's a goofy character that people laugh when you lose to.
Yeah.
Or hate yourself.
Yeah, or hate.
Yeah.
And as far as the announced characters they added, Alex is a hype announcement. People
Guile, of course.
Yeah, Guile, Alex. Top of my head, I know he's hype announcement. And I can't remember who he is.
Not probably a character from Third Strike.
I know the name, but he's kind of like a long, like Thor hair kind of guy, like long hair like that. And he's a brawler. Urien is a boss from Street Fighter Third Strike, I think. He was like the Seth character.
Okay.
But he's a really weird character. Balrog, Ibuki, and Juri are all fan favorites.
He looks like a military guy.
Well, Guile
Alex looks like a military guy.
Yeah, he's like a brawler though.
Okay.
It looks cool.
Yeah. So they're hype.
I hate the Juries back in the game.
Juri is a huge fan favorite. Juri was one of is probably the most loved new characters.
She had the biggest speed out of anyone.
Yeah, she was
Ryu?
She was the most loved new character in Street Fighter 4.
It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna play Beard Ryu the whole time.
Then some people are not loving it though, because you're right. No Akuma was mentioned in that DLC or the extras. No Akuma, no E Honda, no. I mean, there's a couple of characters that people are like, what the heck, Capcom?
Do you know what I bet is gonna happen with Akuma? He's gonna be like in the game already, but it's gonna surprise. Yeah,
they were like, oh man. I think that was something that
was in Street Fighter 4.
They didn't do it. They did it in Mortal Kombat. Back in those days, you like earning those characters is a huge deal. But at the same time, now we live in a world where it's like I just want to play my guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought it was like even like Smash has even gotten lazy on their ways of unlocking people. But anyways, it's
just play.
Yeah. It looks good. So then after Street Fighter, unless you have something else to say about it. Looks good. The Banff Geo Corsi came on stage and they talked about a game I'm very excited about, Dead Star, twin stick shooter game. They revealed the new game mode, Escape Run, and basically like build your ship, you protect it. I can't fucking
a top-down twin stick shooter,
like space shooter. I can't fucking wait for this game, and I'm almost tempted to buy it. They said if you like pre-buy it now, you get the beta and play it right now, and I'm really tempted because I'm super excited about this game. I don't know. I would guess like $15-20, but it looks amazing.
You won't pussy.
Do it.
Jesus Christ! All right,
Do
I'm
it.
probably not right now because I just got a new Puzzle Quest game, so I'm gonna be gone for a little bit. Taking precedent over everything.
Fallout 4.
Taking precedent over Fallout 4.
We'll talk about that. Don't worry about that. We'll
But-
talk about Fallout 4.
But then, fuck you. But hope you get food poisoning, you piece of shit. But anyway, then after that, Gio Corsi went on, and Adult Swim came on and released 6 games in a little trailer thing. One of the games I'm very excited about. The first one they showed, Death's Gambit. It's like a 2D Dark Souls / Shadow of the Colossus looking game. Looks amazing.
Adult Swim?
Yes, they're like a video game publisher now. They make games.
Because if you just told me there's a Rick and Morty game coming
There's
out,
that. The games were.
Swim is the people who made, they made Castle Crashers.
Yeah. They are here. They the
if you
games
told me a
were
Rick and Morty game coming out, it's fucking over.
Death's Gambit, which I'm very. That's the game. Duck Game, Rain World, Raise the Dead, Small Radius, Big Televisions, and Double Fine's headliner. I'm Death's Gambit looks to me. I'm not going to really spend too much time on it. Watch the trailer. I posted the trailer on. I did a blog post of my personal favorite trailers. There's like 5 or 6 of them, but that's one of them. It looks amazing. Then Tim Schafer came on and he talked about Day of the Tentacle remastered and Full Throttle remastered, and Psychonauts 2 got announced before, and then he announced a VR Psychonauts game called The Rhombus of Ruin for VR, and
It's one of those games that I wanted to always play on Xbox.
I have not yet been sold on virtual reality. So,
Not just Psychonauts, the game.
no, just
we'll
like,
get to that.
Yeah, like I'm
That's
just not
one of the
yet
things-
sold.
It's funny because I don't know.
Turn
We'll
it
get
off
to
a
it.
lot.
We'll get to it. But then he's remastered everything, basically. So then they talked about there's a new Don't Starve game called Don't Starve Together Console Edition. I didn't really like that game, but a ton of people loved it. So I don't know. And then Gio Corsi again revealed a trailer for a new console debut, Zodiac or Canon Odyssey for PS4 and Vita. It's pretty cool.
I think that was the one that was from the makers of Final Fantasy VII.
Wait, what was that thing after the PS4?
Vita.
That's still a thing?
They announced a ton of Vita games here. Ton of Vita games.
You ain't getting any of them. What are you snapping for?
Because Geo's that
You ain't getting any of them.
you should totally buy Bastion for $2.80.
But you won't.
You should totally do that, but I know you're not. But Zodiac. Anyway,
Where's your 3DS games?
I'm playing other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You got a better library than me.
I do.
Where's your games?
I lost my life.
Why didn't you buy the freaking Triforce Heroes?
Because it didn't get great reviews, and it's not a true Zelda game.
then after that, before the salt spreads, after discussing the upcoming, then they talk about Hitman Go on PS4 and Vita.
Hey,
They debuted Brawlhalla on PS4 for exclusive content.
They show what?
pissed they didn't show anything on Hitman. But I know it's
Or Final
I know it's a
Fantasy
triple. I know it's a third party, so it's
And then Corsi
it's a third party game. It's not
talks
PlayStation.
about the release date of Yakuza 5, December 8th, coming to PS3, and
Is it weird that I want that?
Yakuza 5?
Yes. I thought it
I
looked
mean,
stupid
Yakuza
as
0
shit.
on PS4.
Yes, Yakuza 0.
Yes,
The one
upcoming
coming
release of
to the
Yakuza
West.
0.
That
Yes.
one looks so dumb and terrible that I want to play it.
I don't want
Interesting. It's the
But
two
it's good.
words.
It's good enough.
It looked bad, but it looked fun.
I don't think that's the reaction they were going for in the trailer. Your game looks so bad, I want to try it.
Like that's dumpster diver or whatever the hell you guys made. Like
Dumpster?
it's your little thing
It's
for.
not.
Oh,
That
recycling
game actually
trash.
gets decent reviews, the Yakuza games. They're like very well received.
Two Worlds was Oblivion on steroids.
Oh no. That was a false quote. That was a fake quote. I looked it up. I looked up their review of that game and they gave it like a 5 out of 10. So it's a fake fucking thing. Maybe it's the after effects of steroids. But then PlayStation continued to stroke their fighting game.
You never beat Oblivion?
No, I've gotten very far, but I never actually beat the main story.
It's okay. It's okay.
You
He is
ever
on a,
fought Mehru's Dagon in the Imperial City?
No, but I did do all the guilds.
It's okay. Anyway. It's okay. It's okay. I know, let Matt know in the
And I
comments.
also did.
He beat Two Worlds though. But
I also did the DLC game.
King of Fight shivering up.
Yeah.
But King of Fighters 14 is going to be PlayStation exclusive to PS4, and it's pretty cool.
Obvious.
Yeah.
Did you just Snape us?
It's a niche fighting game.
Very niche. It's like the nichest niche.
So cool for all of you guys who are getting it.
I am.
And then you're getting King of Fighters 14.
Vita, got a rep.
It's
Get it for PS4. It's not on Vita.
Yes, it is. They specifically said it was for Vita.
PS4 console exclusive release of King of Fighters 14. I don't think it's on Vita.
The one thing you wanted to get for Vita.
That guy pulled out his Vita and said it was for Vita. I'm almost positive.
Let's see.
Oh man, that is rich.
Get ready for the middle fingers.
King of Fighters 2002 game coming on Vita. No, that's the 2002.
Yeah, that's 2002
King of
game.
Fighters.
Making its way to Vita.
I could be wrong, but Last Blade is coming to Vita.
Just go to IGN and look it up.
The Last Blade too.
If he has to look this hard,
PS4.
Ooh, damn it!
If he has to look this hard, it's not happening.
It's not on Vita. But anyway, Koei Tecmo and Team
Where's
Ninja.
your fighters? Smash?
Exactly, yeah, Super Smash Bros. Wii U. That's
I even named it.
And MKX.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah, that game's fucking amazing.
That's not even on the 3DS.
Oh no.
stop your salt of the handhelds. Stop. We're talking about PSX. It's okay.
Imagine
Then Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja showed off their new game, Nui.
That game looked kind of cool actually.
Like a samurai-looking game. It looks kind of cool.
It looks like Ninja Gaiden.
You're talking about Neo. Call it Neo.
Nui, whatever it's called. It looked like
NIO.
Ninja Gaiden meets Dark Souls. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it could be good. It's all
I
good.
was kind of not sold on that one, but hey.
And then a bunch of other games.
Then we don't give a shit.
Bastion for Vita, $2.99.
Oh my gosh, $3? He's never getting it.
You really should.
He said it was $2.80. He was like,
I got Freedom Wars I'm playing right
for
now.
free.
You should.
Okay, so thank you for telling me how PSN's a nice freaking company.
It's cross-buy on your PS4 as well for Bastion. It's quite good. They
So
made
you
the
try it on your
transition.
PS4 and play
Why would I
it.
do that when I have my PlayStation TV? I can just play it on that.
You'll get it on everything, so it's cross-buy.
Just do it all.
But they also showed the new game for a game called Brutal. It's an inspired fantasy game. I don't know.
An inspired fantasy game? That was nonsense. Wasn't it?
That was like the gauntlet looking
Ashen
game.
thing, yeah.
And it was like a maze, but it was like crazy, like neon lights, like Tron looking stuff. It looked really fun.
It was alright.
Alright.
Then MLB The Show trailer, more baseball. Looks the same, looks beautiful. That's what it is.
Always does.
And Scott Road came on screen and showed Guns Up for PS4 is free to play out right now. It's like a free to play strategy tank game.
For Vita.
Is it for Vita?
I don't know if it is. I think it's on PS4 only. Yeah, you gotta just stop saying games are
Yeah, like
Everything is technically, every PS4 game is a Vita game.
If you buy it on your
remote
PS4.
play.
I don't know.
If you buy it on
Remote play.
PS4.
Is
Saying
everything
I can
remote
play Fallout 4 on my PS Vita. Can you play your games on your
I'm not
3DS?
playing Fallout 4 at all because it's trash doing any wars.
You were literally just playing. I
Nick.
saw.
Nick, don't cloud the issue with facts. Didn't win any awards.
But Scott Road then showed a new trailer for the multiplayer co-op game Fat Princess Adventures.
Where you at?
Where are you at? You're the one who said you thought it looked good.
She was your favorite character in PlayStation All-Stars you played for 20 minutes.
I played
So,
Nathan. He was my best guy.
no, Fat
Everyone's
Princess
was
was your best
Kratos.
cast.
That's
Everyone.
No, that was
Well,
your
he was
best.
the
No,
best character
Kratos
in the
was
game.
like.
But, I mean, they had to make up for Mortal Kombat. But the fact is that Fat Princess, you loved quoting her from PlayStation All-Stars. I forget what she said.
You
something
mean
about
cake?
cake. Yeah, something about cake. So, where are you at? You gonna buy it?
Where are you at?
I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not a Fat Princess fanboy.
I'm not either. You don't even get to play as her. She's like the villain.
What?
Yeah.
That's horseshit.
Do you
I
know?
think.
It's okay. She is the villain. But do you
Why do they
know?
call it Fat Princess?
Because it's about her.
They don't call it Batman games Joker.
Well, he's not the villain all the time. And plus, Batman can
Joker
carry
is
it.
always the villain. What the fuck are you talking about?
And plus, Batman can carry it.
But
So whoever the hero is can.
There's a bunch of them.
They don't call it Final Fantasy game Sephiroth.
Okay, well, Link's the main character, but they call it Zelda.
Well, that's different.
How is that
It's
different?
actually The Legend of Zelda.
It's not, because she's barely in it ever. It's about the Legend of Link.
But you want to talk about
and Linkle when they had her
blowing out. I'm very excited. Ted Price, CEO of Insomniac, came out and showed the reimagining of the Ratchet and Clank game with gameplay footage, new guns, and release date, and movie release date.
Prediction, Nick's gonna get salty. 7.
Out of
Games get to 7.
Ratchet and Clank.
It looks like it
got
fun.
amazing.
I mean, it looks fun.
When there was actually Ratchet
Guarantee
and
you
Clank.
get to 7.
He's guaranteeing it. Put it down right now.
I'm not
$30.
just positive.
30.
No! Not adding that.
Why?
Because I'm not that bold.
10.
No, 5.
5. Wait, you don't want to make $5? Okay. Clarify. Do you mean 7.0 or between 7 and 8?
7 or lower.
Okay, 7
Alright,
or lower.
sounds good.
So you're saying above 7.
Yeah.
He's about to Fantastic Four reboot your ass, and it's gonna get like a 3.
I think Matt's forgetting that old school Ratchet and Clank games got like over 9.
Bitch gamers got higher taste nowadays.
Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal got a 9.
That game looked like I was looking at a PlayStation 2 game.
Dude,
what? This game looked like a
where's the
freaking...
salt? Where is it? Is there sodium and Sprite?
Dude, you need new glasses. Like that game literally looked like a straight up Pixar.
No, it's only 3%.
Are you
No, I'm talking
insane?
about gameplay.
God. Gameplay.
Where's that?
Graphics or
It just
it looks like a
like
Ratchet and Clank
PlayStation
game.
2
I'm trying to find the
Jumping
modes around here somewhere. Because
I've never heard. All anyone's talking about is how amazing the game looks.
That's great for
it looks
the
at-
10 people who still like Ratchet.
oh my god! It won't stop!
It's okay.
Stop!
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay.
Making the movie and doing this, been there, done that. They should have done this when the game was actually huge.
Let the hate
They're bringing it
flow
back. It's
through
okay.
you, Nick.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, you hate on all the shit I like, so
Matt can hand me my $5
See,
when
I
it
would've
gets
said
over
between 7 and
7.
8. I mean,
No, because 8 would have been it was a good game.
No, 7.9.
7 is a good game. 7 is the definition of good.
7.9 or lower.
8's a
Like
great
7.
game. 9's an amazing game. And 10 is...
If this game gets a
It's
7-1,
masterpiece.
I'm gonna
It's not.
flip
It should
shit.
get over 8.
I'm gonna
But
flip this table.
anyway,
But nobody really wins
The
their
new
game. They'll be
guns-
disappointed and you'll still
But at the
not.
same time,
I
I'm
can't wait.
happy because I got to see this.
Yeah, that's true. It's
So
all
that's
oh,
worth
because Matt
$5.
is like... You know, that's not like Matt. That's the people who said Fallout 4 looks like Fallout 3.
I didn't say that.
No,
I actually think
I said-
Fallout 4 looks
No,
better
I
than
said
3.
you sounded like the people. You like have like blurred vision of what a PS2 game looks like and what an
I'm
amazing
just saying, it
game.
I'm not talking graphically. I'm talking about that. That's the best thing they did to it. Was they've added the graphics. They didn't add anything.
Plays
new
like a
mechanics.
Ratchet and Clank game.
They didn't add new gimmicks. Nothing.
I don't want any of that.
They
I
added.
will still give one of the greatest video game titles ever of Up Your Arsenal. Like, I will
Yeah.
give that.
But
What
anyway,
system was that for?
I don't know.
PlayStation
I
2.
didn't really
Yeah,
play them.
yeah, it was amazing. What did they get, Matt?
Yeah, for PlayStation 2.
What did they get?
Yeah.
Let's see what it gets
People
for
even-
PlayStation 4.
People even thought the shit that was Final Fantasy VII
Hey,
was
I'm
good
saying,
back
do
in
you
the
know
day,
what's
so
funny?
They might like
You know what's funny about that? You know what other game
Well,
plays
yeah,
just
they
like
brought that
their
out,
you know,
they
other
might
game
suck.
plays just like their PS2 counterpart that's amazing? God of War
But
games.
see, that brings a compelling argument because, as you can see, they're not making it like it was back in '97. They're making it advanced and new and fresh and a whole new set of ideas. Ratchet and Clank still clinging, no pun intended.
That's because the gameplay-
to the old school
That's
style.
because the gameplay of Ratchet and Clank's perfect for a third-person shooter, like. For
I
kids.
want to see Gears of War Lancers.
That's stupid. But they have the guns, the 2 guns. They have like the new
No,
guns I
all in
saw.
all joking
It's
aside,
amazing.
it would look like a funny game. Like
It
that's what I
looks
got
amazing.
at it. It
That's
looked like a good game I would give my 3-year-old son.
3. Do you know what Archer's capable of doing at 3? Nothing. He can't play any games.
5.
Obviously, Matt's just attempting to hate.
5.
It's gonna be
He
good.
played Smash Bros. and
But-
just did Smash attacks with Mario. He actually got 2 games.
Again, you guys like the king of off-topic today. But anyway,
You're the one talking about Ratchet and Clank sucking dick.
I didn't say that at all. But anyway, Ratchet and Clank, it looks good. They have these 2 new guns. They have the Groovatron. They throw it. It was funny. The enemy was like, "Oh no, he's got a Groovatron." They throw it. And they start dancing. We blast them with the pixelator that turns them into pixels. It's like
That gun was cool.
it's. I can't wait. It looks just like old
What is
Ratchet
it?
and
Release
Clank.
date?
April 2nd, and then the movies come out April 28th.
See, that movie might not be a great idea. Is it coming straight to PlayStation or is it like a movie?
No, it's a movie theater release.
Plus, also, let's talk about how much games made into movies don't do good.
Well, no, that's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is just I don't think there's a huge movie market for Ratchet and Clank.
Exactly.
So unless it froze it out, it's just amazing.
This is something we should have done when we were kids, because we were the ones who
I'm
grew
not
up
sure
with
if
it.
kids should see it. This is like a game about slaughter.
Oh, shut up.
Really, but anyway.
It's a game about slaughter. It's not Frozen.
Not
like
really.
this is.
Yeah, but a 14-year-old kid could see this.
Yes, but a 14-year-old kid doesn't want to go see what looks like a Pixar movie.
Yes, they do.
A 14-year-old boy doesn't want to go and see what looks like a Pixar
Story.
movie. One, of course. Everyone's seen Toy Story. But this won't be fucking Toy Story.
It looks
Anyways,
fun.
it's gonna be good. Ratchet
like a
Clank's
fun
funny.
time.
I cannot wait for this game. This game's gonna be great.
It's about unfettered slaughter.
gonna be great.
You shouldn't market it to kids.
It's gonna be great. But anyway, then they went on and showed a ton about VR. You never do an on-screen, a live demo because one of the dude's VR thing screwed up. But they're trying to throw discs to each other and his like hand thing was like busted. So I don't even know. This is the thing. They announced like a bunch of games for it. The Res Infinite, which is the thing that are flying around, looked dumb. But every single person.
Don't hold back,
Look,
No, he's right.
no, every single. This is what I have to say. This is why I am holding all of my judgment until I play it. Because everyone on Twitter was sitting there saying Res Infinite was one of the greatest video game experiences I've ever had. Playing it.
How much did they pay him to say that?
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Here's some
Everyone,
money.
everyone says that it's ridiculously. It is. It's ridiculously hard to show off VR unless you're playing it. They said once you play it, everyone said you will not understand until you play it.
Well, yeah, it's an experience that we have never imagined or done. So yeah, you could literally make a game where all you're supposed. I'll tell you, it looked like a fun game. Well, you'll get to it.
Eagle Flight?
No, the one with the office job one.
Oh, yeah.
That looked fun.
Paperwork.
No, he was literally like making coffee and he was like taking that and he was like dumping the sugar and salt in his mouth and all that kind of stuff. It looked
It's
funny.
just like a thing where you just like.
It's an interaction. It's
But
just an interaction.
but they're asking. We still don't have a price, which is ridiculous. But the fact that we don't have a price, that makes me think that they don't want to announce the price until they show you.
They said it's
They
gonna
said
be
something.
console
It's going to be
price.
console price.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's say
It's
$400.
$300 to $400.
Let's say 400. Just a worst case 400. They better not go over that.
They're-
Like worst case scenario $400.
Well, Oculus is 800, right?
Well, Oculus is.
Oculus is like third party with like a bunch of different stores. This is just PlayStation. But so you're asking to shell out $400 for what amounts to really, really light contented games. Games with really not that much to do.
I don't know.
With a great experience, yeah. Okay, the flying game. Oh, this is so cool. How many hours is it cool though? Like,
They showed some decent games. Like they got a library building up for it.
you're wanting me to spend Xbox or PlayStation 4 prices for games that just do not
That
compare.
Robinson, The Journey.
To me, and I understand if you guys are different on my opinion, to me, I thought the best thing that they could have done for VR was my prediction, is that they should have got with No Man's Sky, or No Man's Sky should have done something and went VR with that game. That would have been a pinnacle selling point. That is a high-rising game that looks like it could handle VR. I'm shocked. Like, you want to talk about biggest shock this year? Is that. Believe it or not. Biggest
Not
shock.
over yet.
How they did not add that to that would sell VR
You don't know what
itself.
But there's like a ton of good games on it. Like that's why I'm holding out judgment.
Like, but that's so much money to spend on great experiences,
But-
sure. But how long are they great experiences?
But let's see. Here's the games they announced for it. Like at the thing, there was the Res Infinite, Eagle Flight VR, Modern Zombie Taxi Company,
Oh.
Golem, which everyone was saying that game looks amazing. 100-foot robot golf trailer looks like it's screwing around. Then the one that could be really Ace Combat 7. Flying, everyone said like the E-Valkyrie game, like the space cockpit dogfighting game was like ridiculous. And everyone says this game is like, all of them just like, he's like, you don't know until you play it. He said once you play it, you're
And I'll have to spend
When I was
$400
exactly
to
when I
feel
saw it,
like,
when I saw it, I was like, wow, this would be great if I was going to Dave and Buster's to play this for like an experience. But why would I want to drop 400? It's like I don't want
You
to
don't know
drop
if it's
400.
400 yet.
Fine, I don't want to drop hundreds of dollars on this to get a small experience where I'm just like, oh wow, this is cool for 10 minutes.
Maybe it's not a small
But maybe there's not.
That
I could be
Robinson
wrong.
The Journey game
I
looks
could
like
be
it's a big
wrong,
game.
but from what I saw, that's what I got.
I'm not the least bit sold on it.
Yeah. Like I said,
I'm pro VR. I'm all about it. But now it's like I'm pumping the brakes.
Like I
I'm
said-
now I want to wait.
Nothing's really impressed me, but I'm reserving judgment.
Are you reserving judgment though, Nick?
Yes, until I play it, because that's what everyone says. It's ridiculous. But
what's your judgment being?
then the next thing they showed, again, only 3 more things. Showed Hob from Runic Games. That looks pretty cool. I'm very excited for that. It's like a, looked like a third, like over the top like platform like game. It's just pretty cool. Look it up. Then next, Ni no Kuni 2, which is a big release for people
big
from level 5. JRPG fans, you'll love it.
It just looks so different from the game because like Ni no Kuni 1, which I never really played. I saw Cord play like a little bit of it, but it was Pokemon. Like you go and collect like guys to fight with you. In fact, I thought Game Freak or whoever was involved in it, like the people who made Pokemon made Ni no Kuni. I guess I don't know, but like, anyways, like that's the one game, and trust me, I like some childish stuff, but that was the one game I'm like, this is just too kiddie for me.
It's a big announcement. I'm not the target audience for it. And then the last thing, Epic Games came on and announced Paragon, which is a new MOBA for PS4 and PC. Just a trailer. It looks like it could be cool. I'm not a MOBA guy, so I was very disappointed. Very disappointed.
As their final announcement, their closure was Paragon.
So that was it. Overall, there was like 5 or 6 games I'm for sure buying. And I guess to wrap it up, we just give a little review. I was very disappointed that they didn't show any new first party games, which is a fucking shock to me they didn't. And I think I'll give this conference a 6.9 because it was so okay that it was almost good. It was so okay.
I mean, I guess the hypest thing is still they show was the Final Fantasy VII gameplay, but the reason I don't think it's coming out in 2016, the first part of the episodic series, is because they didn't tell you it's coming out in 2016.
They might save it for E3.
Like, I feel like they would, especially because PSX is supposed to be like, to bring PlayStation gamers in and to, coddle the ones you got. If you can say Final Fantasy VII is coming out in 2016, you say Final Fantasy VII is coming out in 2016.
Yeah.
And it's not. I just do not think it is. So that's like your hypest announcement, and that's a game that's a year or 2 out. A year and a half or 2.5 years out, and that's your hypest announcement. It's just weird.
Yeah,
then
I agree.
A lot of the VR stuff I'm like blah on because everything looks kind of light and they want too much for it, or they will want too much for it. Some of the games looked cool, like the Neo, what was that game? With the samurai? Neo, whatever. It looks cool.
Come on, people. Spell it better than Nioh.
Japan, dude.
Neo.
Can you spell it?
They have their own
Neo.
America.
But
Luffy's pronounced Luffy with us.
Well, it is Luffy.
It is Luffy.
Anyway, what's your take?
Like Neo looks cool. That's the game I'm looking at. But besides that, I don't think there's any of these games here that I'm like, I've got to have that game. Like Ratchet & Clank looks cool. Like I'd play Ratchet & Clank. But it's not like,
shoot, I'd get it too because that's gonna be coming around. Archer will be. You play with him.
I got playing games and Archer likes
I think he'd really like that.
And I certainly wouldn't buy a game just because.
Well, I'm buying it.
I'm being honest.
I'm buying it.
Okay.
So you can get it for $40 too. So.
Oh, it's $40. Yeah. Like that looks cool. The Final Fantasy VII episodic thing threw me for a loop a little bit.
That wasn't announced at the conference.
Right. That was just. Which I'm curious to see the overall reaction to that. I'm kind of mute on it, but they're fucking with it.
Swearing, going in.
They're fucking with the system, trying to fix problems that aren't there.
So they gotta do it. They gotta do it. That's square.
This could be a good thing though, in a way, because if we'll take it like this, say the first episode comes out and it's nothing like anyone wanted. They can still revive themselves with the second part and third part and fix what needs to be fixed. Because look at what they did. They made a 2-hour beta or demo or whatever you want to call it for freaking 15 because they wanted to see what people thought. So maybe this will be their way of seeing what people think and if they need to fix something.
Well, I mean, if you're willing to wait a year between episodes, then yeah, I guess that's
if they need to do that to make the rest of it good, then I'll do it.
But what did you think of the conference?
Obviously started out going crazy. I loved it. Gave me what I wanted to see. And then I watched it, and slowly I lost interest. Some things, there wasn't enough out there that, like, the gaming community, I saw things people would like on a personal level. I saw 3 games, maybe 4, that I was like, all right, sweet. So I know I'm not the majority, so I'm not going to say, but Ni no Kuni's a big announcement. Ratchet & Clank's announcement, trying to revive an old franchise.
That wasn't really an announcement, they've already announced it.
But it was nice to show you the game. Final Fantasy VII, obviously gameplay was a huge thing. Obviously, I think it's safe to say it stole the show.
Yeah.
Uncharted, they didn't have to, like, Uncharted's done. They don't need to show any more Uncharted, but it was nice that they said, hey, this is a little bit of a thing we're doing with it. Mm-hmm. React. So it was nice. Like, it was nice. I thought, I gotta look at PSX as now it's giving me a better level head on where I thought, like, I hyped it too much. And, like, now after we kind of discussed it, it's like, okay, now I can see where we're at, because PSX isn't supposed to be the best PlayStation announcement you're going to get. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be, like Nick said, a group gathering of PlayStation fans and da-da-da-da. So, anyways, because I hyped it so much, I didn't care for it as much. I was a little disappointed. Now that I reflect on it rationally, I'd say it's a 7. I'd say it was good. I think it was alright. It wasn't, I think it was nice that they gave us what they gave us. And I think I shouldn't be too selfish.
Yeah.
But, do I think my final view is like, hey, Microsoft, you're still going to beat some ass going on to the next year. So,
2016.
Yeah, I think they're going to think as far as exclusives are going, I think they, like Nick says, they might be throwing it all out on the table. But
they had to.
Well, we'll see. Microsoft or PS4, you got so many. The thing is they got so many third parties in their pocket that it's like it's gonna, I think, carry them through it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. The next Call of Duty's PlayStation Pro. Like, it's gonna be about them. But anyways,
thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What you thought of the PlayStation experience. What I glanced over that I said was shit that you really were excited for. So sorry for hurt your feelings.
And let us know your thoughts on VR.
Yeah, or email us at livethroughgames@gmail.com or tweet us at livethroughgames. It'll be good. So keep gaming, guys. Later.
Gaming.